So in this video we're going to be going through a squash specific follow along workout. Workout's going to take around about 35 minutes. The video is going to be shorter than that, but there are going to be certain parts of it that you repeat. So the total workout time, as I say, about 35 minutes. What we're trying to get here is a squash specific session, doing the same kind of structure, the same kind of elements you would do if you were doing a standard on-court session or a standard session in the gym. So the first part is going to be our warm-up. We'll then transition from the warm-up into a little bit of speed work. From the speed work, we then go into endurance, which is kind of the main bulk, the centre of the session. We'll then go into a little bit of strength stability work, and then we'll finish with a little bit of mobility just to cool down at the end. Only equipment you're going to need is some kind of a marker. I've got a ball box there, and some kind of a step or a bench or a stool, something you can use when we do our rear foot elevated split squat exercise in our strength stability section. So we're going to start with a little bit of a warm-up, so just clear your area out and we'll go straight in with that. So we're going to spend around 5 or 6 minutes on this first phase of the warm-up. We're just going to do a combination of mobility exercises and just a little bit of movement. So we're trying to mobilise the key joints of the body, and at the same time just trying to raise the heart rate a little bit, get the blood flowing, just raising the core temperature, getting our bodies ready for that first section. So when we go into our speed element of the workout, we'll use the first couple of sets of that just to really break into the main bulk of the session. Just to start with, we're going to work from the floor, and we're just going to work through a little bit of mobility through the ankles before we start doing anything else, because that's obviously where a lot of the load is going to go through the body. So nice simple exercise to start. Just going to work by pushing the toes out and then flexing the toes in. Just going to do that 5 times. So out and back for 2, pointing the toes out, flexing back, that's 3, out and back for 4, and then one more time, flexing out and back for 5. Next thing we do, we're just going to work circles with the toes now. So both feet going in the same direction, with a bit of coordination here as well, just working circles, going clockwise first of all. I'm just going to work again 5 circles, that's 4, one more round for 5, and then same thing, just adjusting slightly, going back around the other way. So now I'm imagining I'm kind of pointing a pen or drawing a circle, this time going anti-clockwise round the other way. One more time, and just finishing off there. So back on the feet, just into a little bit of light movement now. So just going to bounce on the spot, keeping it loose. Just going to work here for around about 25-30 seconds. We'll then go back in with another mobility exercise, and each time just kind of raising the intensity very slightly, so the warm-up gradually ramps us up, ready to go. Keeping loose, adding a little bit of movement in with the arms there as well, just working through. Nice deep breath at the same time, get the oxygen on board, get your body ready for the workout that you're about to go into. Keeping loose, keeping light. And just slowing down for a moment there, we're just going to go into a set of 10 squats. So keeping the weight in the heels, just sitting back down, getting as low as you can, just a little bounce around at the bottom each time, shake off at the top. So down into the squat, a little bit of movement at the bottom, back up, shake off. Just showing you from the side, rep number 3, down, keeping the feet flat, little bounce off, shake off, 3 done. Sitting back in, moving at the bottom, 4, just really relaxing through the hips, through the ankles here with our squats, getting right the way down, that's 5. Making sure you've got that good range of motion all the way down, in for 6. Keeping my toes very slightly pointed out, feet just about shoulder width apart. 7, again, just a little bit of movement at the bottom each time, just really relaxing through. 8, and shake off, last 2. Down we go, squat, drop that backside nice and low. 9, relax through, and one more time. Down all the way through, relaxing for 10, back up, and then we're going to go back into a little bit of a bounce and a jog. Same thing, around about 30 seconds, a little bit more now, a little bit more of a bounce. Almost imagine that you're skipping, so keeping light on the feet, keeping a steady tempo. Again, nice deep breaths, getting the oxygen on board, getting the body ready to go. Same thing, a little bit of a shake of the arms. Bringing that in there as well, shoulders relaxed, body loose, nice strong posture, core engaged, good strong athletic position. And next mobility movement we're going to go into is just some lunges. So with our lunges we're going to incorporate a little bit of upper body work here as well. So I'm going to step out And I'm then going to lean back with my arms elevated. Same thing, same leg. Left leg, lunge, reach, and back up. 2 reps this time, same thing, but I'm going to turn to my left side at the bottom of the movement there. Same thing again, 2 reps, step out, leaning back, turning to the side, and then the last 2 on the left leg, lunging out, turning to the other side now. That's going to be 6 reps in total. Arms up, rotate to the side. Same thing on the right leg now, lunging out, just leaning up and back. First of all, 2 reps, leaning up and back. 2 now, return to one side, rotating through the body, back up, little bounce out, lunge, step, rotate. And last 2, same thing, but lunging to the other side. Lunge out, rotating, keeping the arms elevated at the top there. Round, through, and relax off there. Shake off. So last little part, just going back into the movement. Slightly more sort of pace and intensity here. We're going to work 5 seconds with a little bit of a sprint on the spot, and then 5 seconds slow. We're going to do that 3 times. So 5 seconds sprint on the spot. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. 5 seconds, nice and easy. Second set, 5 seconds on the spot. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and loosen off, relax. Last one, deep breath, 5 seconds. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slow down, relax. Take a breather for a moment, grab a drink. We're going to go into our speed section to start. Okay, so the first element of the session, we're going to be working our speed. This is where you're going to need your marker or your ball box that I've got here. You're going to lay that out to your side. What you want is space for you to take a split step and then a lunge across. You're probably going to need around about 1.5 meters, depends on what room you've got available, but just enough space for you to be able to reach out and lunge. Because what we're doing here is a quick lunge, quick reaction to my call. So we're going to work a little warm-up set in a moment just to get a feel of it. There's then going to be 4 working sets. For each working set, we're going to change the movement slightly. So whichever handed you are, if you're a right-handed player, you're always going to go with your right hand. If you're left-handed, vice versa. So the first set, you're going to work on your right leg, lunging in, touching from that position there. So it's the inside leg working in through on that side. Second set, we're now going to step across the body with the other leg. So same thing, quick adjustment step and then stepping across. So first set is going to be inside leg, second leg we step across. Third, fourth set, we then flip it over. So we're going back to working inside leg, but obviously now it's on the other side. So you're going to be working that kind of balance of movements. And obviously the last one then is stepping across. So it's going to be 4 sets, each with that subtly different movement, but we're going to start first just with a warm-up set to get a feel of that and go through a little more detail of how it's going to work when you're doing the reactions and the calls. Okay, so we're just going to work through 8 fairly steady pace reps just for our warm-up before we go into the working sets. The working sets are also going to consist of 8 reps for every set that we do. So for the warm-up, we're just going to work 2 reps of each of those 4 variations. So our first one, just working the inside leg, stepping across, touching, and back to that start point. And we're working to a reaction, working to my call. So get yourself ready, waiting for my call. Go, stepping in, back, across, back to the start. Go, step across, in, back, across. We're now going to step across with the other leg now. Go, stepping across, touching, same hands. Go, step across, touch, back to the start. Just flip the box over. Same thing, so we're going to go back to working on the inside leg. So I'm going to step across, 2 reps again. Go, step across, in, and hover. Wait. Go, step across, in, back. And then last 2 on the other leg, stepping across. Go, step in, and back. Go, step in, back, and hold there. So each set that we do then, as I say, is going to be 8 reps, and we're just going to work the one movement. So start with 8 reps, work into my reaction, inside leg, touching, back to that start point as quick as you can. So I'm just going to call that, so you work into my reaction the whole time. You're going to have a couple of seconds in between each repetition. So get yourself ready, in position, all out. You're going to work one leg, 8 reps, starting from now. Go, in, 1, hold. Go, 2, hold. go 3, go 4, go 5, hold, go 6, go 7, hold, go 8, and rest there. Pause the video now, take around about 60-70 seconds, just over a minute, give yourself time to recover. Remember, with speed we want to be going maximum pace, maximum intensity. Just take a little bit of recovery now, grab a drink and then restart the video when you're ready. Okay, so next one we're going to do, same position for the ball, this time stepping across with the other leg this time. Same thing, 8 reps, working to my core. Get yourself in position, stand by, and go 1. Back to the start, hold, go 2, go 3, back and hold, go 4, go 5, hold, go 6, hold, hover, go 7, staying light on the feet, go 8, and rest there. Okay, same thing, take your recovery, pause the video, 60-70 seconds, get a drink, refresh yourself, 2 more sets. So when you're back and you're ready, you're going to work the same thing now on the other side, stepping in again, inside leg, but reaching across, still using your racket hand every time. So working again to my call, 8 reps. Get yourself ready to go. Go 1, back to the start, quick movements. Go, quick in and out, 2. Go 3. Go 4, back in halfway. Go 5. Go 6, back in and hold, last 2. Go 7, hover, hold. Go 8, and rest there. Good. So 4th and final set should be the final movement you haven't done. Stepping across, reaching across now. Last set of that. Again, take your 60-70 second rest, pause the video, resume again when you're ready to go. Okay, back in, here we go. Last set for our speed, really working flat out now, really explosive. Last one, get yourself ready, 8 reps. Go 1, back in, hold. Go 2, go 3, go 4, hover, hold. Go 5, go 6, last 2, go 7, go 8, and rest there, hold. Take again a couple of minutes now, pause the video. We're going to go into a little bit of endurance work for the next stage of the workout. Good stuff. So we're through our speed phase. We're now going to go into the main heart of the session, which is going to be our endurance element. So for our endurance, we're going to be working 4 different exercises, and we're going to rotate through each of those, working 40 seconds on to 20-second recovery. So similar kind of work-rest ratio, similar energy systems to which you'd use in a game of squash. So I'm going to demonstrate the 4 exercises now. What we're going to have is 2 burpee variants and then 2 kind of squash-specific movements. So the first burpee variant, our standard burpee, just working down into a squat thrust position, kicking the legs out, in, and then a jump at the top. So out, in, and jump. And when you're doing your burpee, I see people doing the burpees and really rushing through it, and it all gets a little bit scrappy. We want to work fast, we want to work hard, but really focus on good technique, keeping the core strong during the squat thrust, getting a nice, comfortable, compact position, getting the jump up. Work more for a steady rhythm. Don't try and go too fast and get it too raggedy. So once we've done that, that's going to be our first exercise, 40 seconds work, 20-second recovery. We're then going to go into a low touch, high reach, kind of a squash specific motion here. We're imagining we're going down low and then reaching up for a volley. So I'm using my little marker to the side, reaching down and then reaching up. So in low, up high. Think about being on the tee, taking a low ball and then reaching up for a high ball. Next exercise, we're going to do what I call a reverse burpee, a little bit tougher. So for this one, we're going to go down onto our knuckles. You're going to sit down, legs out, in, and then up for a jump from there. So seated position, legs out, legs in, jumping out. As I say, it's easier to go down onto your knuckles, pushing back through, getting up high into that jump. Last exercise, just taking box across. So same things we did with the low and the high, still using your racket hand, touching and then reaching. So again, just thinking about that squash specific movement, getting down low, getting up high. So there are 4 exercises, 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off, and we're going to go through that 3 times. So make sure to clear your area, get yourself ready to go. and then we'll go straight in with that first 40 seconds in a moment. Okay, so clear your area out, make sure you've got plenty of space to work with. Going straight in with our burpees, 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. As I say, we're going to go through these 4 exercises 3 times. What you need to do now is make a little note of where the timer is on the video so far, so you can just rewind this section 3 times. So I'll go through it once with you for the 4 exercises, and you'll just repeat that 3 times through. So I'll come to the first few reps with you as well. So 40 seconds on our burpees, normal burpees starting from now. Here we go. So kicking out, jumping up. Remember what you said about good control, working through, pushing, working out for that 40 seconds. I'm going to time you through. Keep pushing on, making sure when you're going down, nice strong core position, kicking the legs out, legs back in, nice big jump. Keep good steady tempo, good steady rhythm. We're 20 seconds in, we're halfway. Keep pushing through. Nice deep breath, get the oxygen on board. Thinking about working through. Last few reps, you've got 10 seconds. So we can squeeze maybe 3 more burpees in from now. Coming up 5, 4, keep going. 3, 2, 1, and rest there. 20 seconds recovery, deep breath, get a drink if you need it. So we're going to go into our low reach, the high reach, our squash specific movement next. Again, I'll work through first few reps with you. We've got 10 seconds. Nice deep breath, get yourself ready. Reaching low and then volleying high. Stand by. Here we go. Down and reach. Down and reach. Get that steady rhythm. Again, visualizing that low shot and that high reach. Keep going, going low, touching, getting up high for that reach. Quick pace, moving across with 15 seconds in. Keep pushing through. Really visualize that movement in a rally. Think about how you'd work in a game, getting down and reaching up. Think about the shots that you'd be playing. We've got 15 seconds to go. Keep going. Big push through. Deep breath. Last 10. Come on, last few reps. So we can squeeze out maybe 5 more. Keep going. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. 2 sets down. Deep breath. Got 20 seconds recovery. We're going to go in now with our reverse burpees. Coming up, 10 seconds to go. Remember I said about going down on the fists is the easier way to do it. Legs out, legs in with that jump. I'll work first few reps with you. Stand by. Here we go. Down, fist down, legs out, legs in, push and jump. Down on the fist, out, in, up for the jump. Down, out, in, up with the jump. Keep pushing through. 10 seconds gone. Let's get as many reps in as we can. Keeping good quality form throughout. Strong so far. Coming up just to halfway. 20 seconds. Kicking those legs out. Nice high jump. Deep breaths the whole time. Getting the oxygen on board. Steady rhythm. Good technique. 10 seconds. Keep pushing. Working through. Coming up. Last 5, 4. Come on. 1 more 2 reps. 3, 2, 1. And rest. Last exercise in this first set. Switch your ball over to the other side. 40 seconds coming up. Low reach. It's a high volley using your racket hands on the other side now. Stand by at 5 seconds. I'll work through first few reps. Get that technique going. Stand by. Here we go. Down, touch and reach. Rhythm. Think about how you'd be working in a game. Low and high. Think about taking that volley drop in and that low reach on the other side. Keep pushing through. 15 seconds done. Get the tempo, get the steady pace to it. 20 seconds. Halfway. Keep going, keep going. Keep working through. Last exercise in this first round. 10 seconds. Keep pushing hard. Get that work rate going. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold there. Take a breather. So this is where you're going to take your recovery now. We're going to do 1 minute, so slightly longer recovery. 1 minute recovery, and then you're going to go back in and repeat those same 4 exercises, and you're going to do that 3 times in total. So as I said at the beginning, make sure you've got that video marker. You're going to wind that back now. You're going to restart that section after you've had your minutes break. Same thing through 4 exercises, minutes break at the end, and back through 1 more time. Good luck. Okay, endurance done. So the last element of the workout, we're going to go in now with our strength stability. So the exercise we're going to use here is a rear foot elevated split squat or a Bulgarian split squat. You may have seen these before. This is where you're going to need your step or your stool. I'm not going to use the full height. I'm just going to work around about knee height. What I'm looking for is to elevate my back leg, so my laces are going to be supported there. I'm then going to come up straight, get my balance, keeping my posture strong, and I'm dipping down into the exercise. I want to get as low down as I comfortably can. If I can get that leg just to brush the floor at the bottom, that's the target. So while I'm doing that, keeping my core strong, hands across the chest, really working through that full range. We're going to work through 12 reps on each leg. So we're going to go from one leg straight into the other leg. We're then going to rest for a minute, and then we're going to take the second set slightly different. So we're going to work in time with me. So getting yourself set in position to begin. Foot elevated, get yourself balanced up, hands across the chest, working through now, steady tempo. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Get the leg all the way down, just touching the floor. 4, steady pace. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last 2, keeping the core strong, body braced. 11, 12, leg off. Switching straight over, keeping again, same thing. Leg in, get your balance to start with, support your body weight, and down. 1, 2, 3. Same thing, core strong. Everything stays stable. 5, steady tempo. 6, halfway. 7, 8, 9, last 3, 10, 11, 12, and rest off there. Take a minute breather. We're going to mix it up a little bit for the second set. Okay, so once you've paused, once you've had your minute, once you've had your drink and your breather, going to go back in, same thing, still working along with me, but this time we're going to change the tempo. So we're going to really slow down some of these reps to make it that little bit tougher. So get yourself ready to go again, starting with the first leg that you began with before. Get yourself set in position and working in time with me. So the first one, we're just going to go down, 3 seconds down, 3 seconds up. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, back up, 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to go all the way down and then just hold at the bottom on this one. Rep number 2, hold at the bottom. Standing and back up. Same again, so we're just brushing the floor, holding at the bottom. Same thing, around about 5 seconds, holding in there, back up. 3 reps done. Next 2, normal speed. 4 and 5, down and up, down and up. 5 done. This one we're going to hold halfway down. Here we go. Hold, pausing in that halfway position. And then we're going to finish the rep now, down, back up. Same thing, but this time we're going to pause on the way up. So down as normal, pause halfway on the way up. Hold there. This is rep number 7. And back up. Okay, down for 5 seconds and up for 5 this time. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause briefly. Back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 4 reps. Next 2, normal speed. Down and up. Down and up. Okay, last 2. This time we're going to hold halfway again. Hold in for around about 5 seconds. We're then going to hold at the bottom. Same thing, just for 5 seconds or so. Weight still there, don't let the leg rest. Just brushing. Back up, holding halfway again. Holding and back up. Last rep, normal speed. Down, up, leg out. Have a shake off again. Pause video. Take 30 seconds or so, and then we're going the same thing on the other leg. Okay, once you've had your breather, we're going to go back in. Last exercise, last set. Legs are probably burning a little bit now, but we're going to finish off. Same thing on the other side. So when you're ready, get yourself back into position. Laces set. Get your balance. 12 reps. Same thing. Here we go. First 2, normal speed. Just to get going. 1 and 2. Now we're going to go down for 3 and up for 3. Slowly. 3, 2, 1. Back up. 1, 2, 3. This time we're going to hold halfway down. Hold at that halfway point. And down and back up. This time holding halfway on the way up. So we go down as normal, holding halfway. Rep number 5, just holding in that middle point. Strong, stable. And back up. Rep number 6, normal speed, down and up. Okay, this one we're going to hold at the bottom of the movement. Down, we're going to hold there, and about 5 seconds, just holding, don't let it rest, hold it just off the floor, and back up. Last 5 reps, we're going to go down for 5 seconds this time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 reps left, normal speed for 1, down and back up. Okay, this time we're going to hold halfway and at the bottom and on the way up. So down, hold halfway. Hold it in there tight. Come on, we've got 3 more reps. All the way down, hold tight. Legs are burning, keep it strong. Back up halfway. And back up all the way. Last 2 reps. Let's go all the way down. Hold at the bottom. Big one now. We're going to hold here for 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3. Hold strong. 2, 1. Back up. And final rep. Down, normal speed. Back up. Take off there. Shake it off. Get rid of that burn. If you want to go through that again, if you feel you want to do a little bit more leg work, then great. You can again rewind to the beginning of that section and go through again. But for most of you, that'll be enough. We're now going to finish off with a little bit of a cool down, a little bit of mobility work. Okay, so when you're ready then, you're going to take a seat on the floor. You're going to go through a little bit of mobility work, starting at the bottom of the body, just working up. So we're going to work a little bit of hamstrings, bit of calves to start with. So toes facing straight up. All you're going to do, take a nice deep breath as you breathe out, just reaching over, down to the ankle on one leg, back up and then change sides. Deep breath, breathe out, reaching down to the ankle. Going to repeat that 5 times on each leg. Breathe out, get as far down as you can. Start taking a little bit further each time. Deep breath and out. So now 2nd rep, getting a little bit more towards the foot, depends how flexible you are. Deep breath. So I can maybe start trying to reach down, just touching onto the foot there. Just work at your own speed. Last 2 reps each leg. So if I can reach onto that toe now, get a little bit further, just reaching down, bringing that toe towards me. Other side, same thing. Reaching down, just bringing that toe towards me for a moment. Last one each leg. A little bit more range on each one. And then 3 reps, working both legs together. So deep breath, right the way. I should be able to reach my toes now, pulling back slightly. Back in, deep breath. And down again, reaching, just holding. And last one, down. And back up from there. Okay, next thing, I'm going to take a step across on one leg. I'm going to wrap my arm around, reach my other arm back as far as I can, and then up and change legs. I'm just going to keep moving the whole time, working around as far as I can, back, through, step, hug around, reaching as far as I can. So just moving the whole time, just getting that brief moment of stillness at the end of the movement, stretching around. Again, I like to make the mobility stuff active, so we're moving, not just sitting still, we're taking that muscle through an active range of motion. Just one more on each leg, hugging around. You may well find that you're more flexible on one side than the other. That's perfectly natural, but we want to try and work out those imbalances over time as much as we can. Okay, working rotations for the lower back now. So you're going to lay down flat with the arms out, and you're going to let the legs just roll, knees over, side to side. So I show you from both angles. We're just going to work over, side to side from there. Might be able to see it better from this angle. Same thing, just letting the legs roll over now. Just working for around 30 seconds. So the body stays flat, the knees are up in line with the hips. Just gently letting the legs roll across side to side. No set number here, as I say, just 30 seconds or so. Just loosening off through the lower back. Again, movement based, we're mobilizing, we're working that flexibility out, but we're doing it actively. We're not just stretching statically, we're moving through an active range of motion. Last couple of reps. One more each side. Across across, and from there you're just going to hug the knees into the chest and just a little gentle rock back and forwards there. Gentle rock. And relax. Okay, so you're going to come down, just make your way back to your feet into that squat position. Going to take a nice deep breath. And as we come up, we're just going to push, breathe out, reach up tall, and relax through. Deep breath, workout done. Good session.